Hey there, this is Scott. Just thought I would give you an update. We're here in southeastern Missouri. Been out here for a few days and getting our new property kind of cleaned up and set up. What I'll give you a quick view of is we weren't sure on how the property, like what shape it was going to be in when we got here. So we decided to rent a Airbnb out here, which is Two Rivers Ranch, and we were really happy with it. So let's see if I can flip my camera around here. There we go. What we're looking at here is the little spot that they've got for rent. It's very reasonable from my perspective. And what you've got is a little straw bale home actually in the middle there. And they've got in-floor radiant heating set up. Stays really nice and warm. Was pretty impressed with that. So they've got the cooler on the side, or sorry, not the cooler, the heater on the side over here, which they keep fed with logs, and then that's doing their radiant heat for them in the building over here. Now the two sides aren't straw bale; they're just wings that are attached on there and open. One side, they've actually got a game room in there with a ping pong table set up. We've got two of our boys along with us for this trip. They've been playing some ping pong in there. Apparently, Andrew is the better ping pong player versus Jake. And other than that, they've got two bedrooms and kind of a sleeping area upstairs. And then the main floor is kind of set up for, it looks like it was originally set up for food processing. So it's got two sinks and a floor drain in the middle of it. So that's like food prep. There's plenty of area for that type of thing there. So we'll just do a quick walk around here. Now the great thing about out here is there's a bunch of, what do I want to say, things to do. So if you come out here, they've got a picnic table out here, and there's a couple of games they got out here. There's a little separate fire pit that you could go to. You can check out the fire pit that's here. Spend a nice night out here. Right now we're mid-March, and we're looking at low 30s to I think mid-20s tomorrow night. So it's going to be a little bit chilly. Then there's a little lake that's out over here too. You can hang out at. A little patio with a picnic table on it. That's pretty nice. There's another little game. It looks like they had previously, I think the owners have been out here, I believe they said coming up on a year now. So previous owners, looks like they'd set up to do some farming. They've got some chicken coops out here, and maybe that's like a hog run over there also. But it doesn't look like there's anything in there right now. So haven't talked to the owners as to whether they're actually making use of that right now and it's just downtime, or that was just from the previous owners and they haven't got to that level yet. So not sure which way they're going with there. There is about 3 cats that hang out at the house. The boys are hanging out with one of the cats there. That's they've named him Glopnars is the name of that cat. So I don't know what his actual name is, but the boys just woke up and came out to mess with that cat. There's another cat that's kind of a kitten, and he's more into it and likes to get all over the other cats. So we'll do a little bit more of a walk around here. I'm trying to avoid the mud because there's a lot of it. We got a lot of rain the other night. Now as we walk around here, we're going to have to go behind a tree. Alright, you can see the back of the building here. And at the back of the building, there's an exit there for that little area. You can come out and sit. A little kind of patio space there. You've got a nice little grill if you wanted to cook something up. I got this amazing swing out here too. So Got a great swing for hanging out on. Kids can play on. It's got some tinsel from Christmas on there right now. But yeah. Now, from what they told us, they've got 50 acres out here and a lot of trails through most of it. So if you wanted to come out and do some exploring, it'd be a great place to do some hiking and just kind of checking things out in general. Spot that we're getting is 5 acres, so it's not 50 acres. Hopefully in the future we can, kind of move up to that size of thing, but right now, we just need to get a spot to get started at and move on from there. We get established and then figure out what it is that we're doing. So there's another shot of the building. There's the other cat. I got one of my kids is chasing one of the other cats around. And he's decided to call, there's kind of a smoky gray one. They call that one Scrungle. So, yeah. This is a really nice setup that they've got here. I'm pretty impressed with. I have to say, this straw bale construction is the radiant heat plus the straw bale construction is amazing. We had it in, sometimes it got the thermostat was saying 80 degrees in there at night, and it was pretty warm. We actually had to open a window one of the nights to let some of the heat out. And it was, like I was saying, it was low 30s that night, and it was really toasty warm inside there. And you're not hearing, another great thing is you're not hearing the sounds. Like normally when your air kicks on, you hear the AC or the heating and the fans make so much noise that you can barely hear anything else. This was pretty silent, so you could hear all the outside noise. And then with the window cracked, it was pretty beautiful. It did rain. It's wet out here. One of the nights that we were here, the two sides, if you went into where the ping pong area was, it was pretty loud inside there. But inside the main building, we didn't really have any problem with noise whatsoever. So they must have it insulated, and they've got a separate roof inside to kind of give it some space and to do some insulation there of the sound and stuff. So really didn't have a problem. It was loud in the ping pong area, but in the main area, not so much. So one of the things that I meant to do but failed to do was take a walk around inside before we had established ourselves. So then our stuff was all over the place, and then the morning that we were leaving, we were kind of in a hurry to go. So I'm going to use a few pictures from the listing to kind of take you on a walk around inside the building. So as you walk in, what was the front door for us and came in, what you would see is they had a nice kitchen in there with the two sinks. There was a countertop on the opposite side, and then a raised section with a high counter and some stools, so you could actually sit down and hang out. If somebody was preparing meals, you'd be able to kind of hang out and talk to them while they're preparing meals. Gave you a lot of room for food prep and to set stuff out. And they had a table with 4 chairs over on the other side, which was perfect for the 4 of us. Now, just on that first floor, there's a small bathroom also. If you're looking for a lavish bathroom experience, this isn't the place for that, though it was plenty enough for me and my family, and we're not small people. I'm 6'2", and about everybody in the family, I think my wife may be the shortest in the family at this point in time. And she's approaching 6 foot herself. So it was the shower was 1-person shower, and you had enough room to get clean, but you weren't doing any gymnastics in there or anything else like that. So, and the water was nice and warm, so no complaints there. Good tub. Everything else, it was sufficient for what we were looking for. So, trying to get clean and stuff, it did the job. So if you go back out in the main room and then you were to head around kind of to the opposite side, there's another door that went to a side room. Back there is where the game room was with the ping pong table. Boys spent a lot of time in there. trying to see who was the better ping pong player. That ended up being Andrew, who's a better ping pong player. Then the stairs that lead up, there's a little second floor. Now, unfortunately, there isn't any footage of the entertainment room that they have up there, which has kind of a nice wraparound couch and a little desk to sit at, as well as a TV and a ton of DVDs that you could watch. I think the boys found a Veggie Tales movie where they could turn the commentary on, and they watched that one night. Teenagers, whatever. There was some stuff that as an adult I'd be interested in watching too. Some old movies that I like, as well as some newer, not like brand new, but some newer stuff that I hadn't seen. So a nice selection. Not a huge TV, but it's enough to watch what was going on. My wife and I hung out on the couch up there one night talking and having a couple of drinks. So it's a nice little area. So in addition to that, there's 2 bedrooms. The boys stayed in this one, and it was more than enough for the 2 of them to hang out with all their clothes and be comfortable, while my wife and I were in this other second bedroom that's kind of more yellow, a little bit brighter, and has kind of a little closet that's built into the wall there, which had plenty of room for all of our stuff. So nothing too complicated, but it was perfect for what we were looking for, and had everything we needed. I mean, it was a perfect stay out there. So I would highly recommend Two River Ranch. Just the spot was great, and the experience of staying in the straw bale home with the end floor heating and kind of some of the things that we've been looking at and watching in other videos. Just having that experience of being in all of that and seeing what it's like was an amazing thing. So highly recommended it. If you're out around Mark Twain National Forest, that kind of area between Doniphan and Alton area, then give this a chance. It's a great place to stay at. I would highly recommend it. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.